good, the bad, and the gossip with John, Jay, and Rich.
Oh, yeah. Let's do some GBG. The good, the bad, the gossip. Kyle Unfug, your entertainment host.
Okay, thanks, John Jay.
You bet,
I don't know where that came from. Okay, so we'll start with Duck Dynasty, which is one of the most popular reality shows. The guys of the show have come forward and said it's sort of an unscripted, scripted reality show. They give them scripts or whatever, but then they kind of do their own thing. Now, Phil Robertson of the show admitted that the producers actually edited in fake bleeps as if there was somebody cursing and whatnot in the middle of it. So it'd be like, oh, I went down there and beep. And he's like, I asked him, what's with the fake bleeps? Like, what's the point of it? They've got 20 different editors who are arranging the scenes on the show. So they may think it makes it more interesting if the guys curse here and there a little bit. But the guys at the show have said, very rarely, ever, does a swear word come out of their mouth. But
I wonder if the producers and all those guys want them to shut up. Because they're the actors, the only ones or the stars of the show are the ones that are telling everybody this is all scripted, this is all fake, and they put in bleeps like the one. And the producer. I don't know if I told you this before. The people that put this whole show together are the same people from Modern Family. The writers of Modern Family write for Duck Dynasty. They sit down and script out the whole year.
Seems like just them talking about the show gets it higher ratings, even if they say if it's not necessarily real or not.
People just don't care because, you think about it. I watch Modern Family. I know that's not real.
Right.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, at that point, you're just like, who cares? Yeah. If it's entertaining, it's entertaining, I guess, right? Now, there was a feud that started last week between Sinead O'Connor and Miley Cyrus. There was an open letter from Sinead O'Connor written to Miley Cyrus about, basically how she was being all slutty and whatnot. Then Miley Cyrus responded via Twitter. Then Sinead O'Connor responded back. And then Miley Cyrus basically said, I'm too busy. I'm hosting SNL. So you can let me know if you want to meet up in your next open letter. And Sinead wrote another open letter. Like all these open letters back and forth. In her final, or we hope what is her final open letter, Sinead basically said that if Miley did not apologize, then she promised legal action. She said, Miss Cyrus posted tweets of mine, which are 2 years old and which were sent when I was ill and seeking medical help and blah, blah, blah. She says, I have no interest whatsoever in meeting you. You had plenty of time yesterday to abuse Amanda Bynes, an entirely innocent party, and myself, who also did nothing to deserve your abuse. Goes on and on and on and on. Miley Cyrus is ignorant and blah, 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 blah. And maybe if she wants to meet up in between G-string changes, she would be fine with that. Meanwhile, Miley Cyrus was hosting SNL, which we'll get to in just a second, but Sinead O'Connor made an appearance on Ireland's Late Late Show where she sort of explained why she wrote the first open letter to Miley in the first place.
And I'm not dismissing the records, they are great records, and Miley's records are great records as far as I'm concerned. I'm saying that why I got involved in the issue of whether or not it's appropriate for 20-year-old women to be asked to lick sledgehammers in videos for songs that have no lyrical reference to any such thing in them, is I would see as an exploitation of somebody who's possibly a little too young to understand the dangers of allowing oneself to be exploited in that way.
Miley doesn't care. She's on top right now, and she was hosting SNL. A little too busy to worry about Sinead O'Connor. And I think the most funny parts of SNL kind of happened in the first 5-10 minutes of the show. The opening sketch and then Miley's monologue where she somewhat referenced the music video of hers that's been causing this drama between her and Sinead O'Connor.
And also, we went back and forth on this, but guys, I just don't think we should do that Wrecking Ball sketch.
What?
Cuts to Bobby, who is literally naked on a wrecking ball, all ready to go forward with it. It was really funny.
Just hanging out, waiting for the sketch.
Right.
It was really funny.
Also, in her monologue, she addressed something that, John Jay, you told us was one of the most annoying words.
In case anyone's concerned, you should know there will be no twerking tonight. I used to think twerking was cool, but now that white people are doing it, it seems kind of lame.
Even though she did twerk in one of her sketches.
I have a list. I never went over that list on Friday. The 10 most annoying words that have been voted. Twerking's one of them.
Yes.
I'll go over those after the GBG.
Okay, excellent. We have to say congratulations to David Letterman, who will remain on The Late Show into 2015. They have renewed extended his contract. Letterman is the longest tenured talk show host on the late night TV, doing 31 years. That's incredible.
That is pretty cool.
So they definitely have all the faith that he can go up against Fallon and Kimmel or whatever, or Kimmel's after him or whatever, but they have faith in him and they have extended his contract, which is a big deal for him. Now, Chris Brown just recently did an interview in which he told the world that he lost his virginity at the age of 8 years old.
What?
He said, in the country, things are different. He grew up in a really small town of 2,000 people, and he said things are different. You know, by the time he was 8 years old, he'd already consumed tons of pornography, was ready and raring to go, and did. Lost it to a 14 or 15-year-old girl, and he's bragging about it, saying like it's this really positive thing. He's also saying other things that will make you really proud to know Chris Brown if you know him. He says Justin Bieber may be less mainstream these days because he's been, and I quote Chris Brown, hanging out with too many black people. Chris told Jet Magazine Justin's not a bad kid, that he's been around him, but if he hangs out with too many black people, and I quote again, oh, he's hanging with the N-words, so he's going to let you go. Yeah. Chris Brown. Quotes upon quotes upon quotes.
That's all we're going to say is,
If you want to read more of Chris Brown's candid quotes, log on to our website. You can read the whole interview. It will kind of blow you away, and you'll be like, really? Sometimes you should just not talk, Chris Brown. Anyway, you can see that interview as well as highlights from Miley Cyrus on SNL if you missed it at johnjaneridge.com. Just type the keyword GBG to get there.